Hello, Wild Katie appeared, and today for you, I am going to be counting down my top 5 TV shows that I watched in 2019. Yes. Now, before we get on with the video, I will obviously answer the elephant in the room, and if you are a returning subscriber, you may notice the location has changed. This is very different from my normal background and stuff. And just to let you guys know, I have moved out of my old flat and obviously the new place. So yeah, so that's obviously why the background's a little different. I don't have all my other geeky stuff because of packing, so I just made a little kind of background of what I have out at the moment. But yeah, anyways, now that's been addressed, let's get on with the top 5 shows that I watched in 2019. So there are really not many rules for this list. Mainly the main rule is just shows that I have watched in 2019 and of course have enjoyed the most. So this can range from a lot of different things because I'm into a lot of obviously different kind of shows. So it could be live action shows, it could be maybe possibly kind of a sort of reality show, maybe, we'll see how the list goes. Obviously cartoons that I've watched because I do like my animation, and of course anime because I do love my anime, as you can tell from the poster there, which is that My Hero Academia. But anywho, right, but let's get on with the list, shall we? Number 5 is, well, it's a reality show. Well, I technically makeover show, I guess you can say, and that is Queer Eye, We're in Japan. Yes, now, I don't know if I've really talked about Queer Eye on this channel before, but I love Queer Eye. It is such an amazing show, and I love the Fab Five. Like, all of them are so interesting, and I absolutely like every single member of the Fab Five is important. Even Bobby. Bobby needs more recognition. But anyways, but yeah. Even though, like, I've never really been into makeover shows because I hate I hate times when you see, like, makeover shows and they're basically forcing these people into, like you can tell that they're uncomfortable with what stuff they've chosen. But with Queer Eye, I don't ever feel that. They seem to pick stuff that they know the person will find comfortable and what they like. And that's what I love. But anyways, but yeah, Queer Eye, We're in Japan. Now, this one I really enjoyed watching because for me, I have always had an interest in the Japanese culture ever since I was around 6 years old. There was an episode of Cardcaptor Sakura, or as the English dub called it, Cardcaptors, where everybody is dressed in kimonos and it's New Year, and I remember me being 6 years old, falling in love with the kimono style and just thinking, whoa, this is really like different, like, because it was New Year's Day, very different of obviously how we celebrate New Year's Day over here in Scotland and stuff, and it just always piqued my interest, and from there on I just wanted to learn more and more. So when I found out that Queer Eye were going to Japan, I was like, yes. And honestly, like, I loved all the episodes. Unfortunately, there was only 4 episodes, which was like, like, I wish they did more, but maybe it was just the way that they were contracted, I don't know, or just who they could get. But it was a really, really good show, like, going through all the stuff, you know, how different Japanese culture is to obviously, you know, the Western culture, like over in America and stuff like that. And honestly, the first episode of Queer Eye, We're in Japan made me cry so, like, hard. I won't spoil it just in case you haven't obviously seen it, but go. If you have a Netflix account, go watch Queer Eye, We're in Japan. And if you haven't watched the original Queer Eye, well, this version, because there was another version of this show years ago, but go watch Queer Eye on Netflix. It's really, really good. I highly recommend you check it out. Because, yeah, it is just such an amazing show, and I loved it. So, yeah, that is my number 5 choice. Number 4 is Shera, which is, yes, the new remake that they have on Netflix. and they obviously had their new season, and oh my god, I freaking loved this season. It was so good. Like, I feel like with each season, Shera keeps getting better and better. Like, as again, for me as an LGBT plus person, I love how much like representation that they have on the show. It's so well done, and the fact that it's DreamWorks makes me even more happier because, my god, it definitely made me more happy than what Voltron did. But that's besides the point. But yeah, again, I love the characters. I love how the storyline's going. And again, I just cannot wait until the next one. If you are not aware what Shera is about, like, it is basically a remake of the old 80s cartoon, which again was Shera, which was kind of a spin-off from the show He-Man, which was also 80s. Although I will say, I kind of hope they'll have some reference to He-Man at some point in Shera. I think that'd be really cool, but that's just me. But yeah, basically, where our main character is Adora, and she has been raised in the Horde, which is like this sort of evil organization, but Adora wasn't aware that they were evil. They were taught that the princesses were evil. And then obviously she goes on a mission, and then of course finds out, oh no, they're bad. But she also finds like this big sword, and she pulls it out, and she becomes Shera, which is amazing. And yeah, I again love this show. Love how they represent LGBT, and they don't completely shove it in your face. It's kind of really nice, and they treat it like normal. They're not like trying to like be like, oh look, gay over here, gay, and like, or they never use any of the words, which I think is good. It's like, and it's treated like it's normal, and I love that. And also, again, like for the new season, we have a non-binary character, which again, I absolutely love. Again, having that representation. Again, yeah, I'm not non-binary, but I feel like it's great to see that, you know, people who are non-binary have someone to, you know, relate to. And I love that, because I love when I see bisexual characters on shows and stuff, like, you know, Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But yeah, so that's great. Also, I really want to cosplay Double Trouble because they're just freaking amazing. And I also want to cosplay Catra, and I also want to cosplay Shera. There's so many cosplay plans, I don't know what to do yet. But anyways, but yeah, this is a great show, and I highly recommend it if you've not seen it. It is another Netflix show, so if you have a Netflix, go check it out. But if you don't have a Netflix, I'm sure one of your friends might have a Netflix and maybe watch it with them. But anyways, yes, so my number 4 show is Shera. Alright, and now we are on to number 3, which is My Hero Academia. Yes, I'm sure you know by now that I am a huge fan of My Hero Academia because I freaking love like My Hero Academia. It's became one of my favorite animes to watch, and I think it's mainly because I love superheroes as well. So I think it's a nice sort of blend. And as you can see, I have a little art piece right here. It was actually, I don't know if you can see it fully, but it's meant to be Deku is holding the Smash Ball. Like the Smash Ball from Smash Bros. From that video game. But yeah, because I like Super Smash Bros. Too, even though I haven't got Ultimate yet, but hopefully we'll do. But anyways, yeah. I have been enjoying the heck out of season 4. Now I know obviously we're not completed yet. I think we're like on episode 8, you know, as the recording of this, but it's still, like, I love it. It's just so well. I love the writing in the show. The animation is freaking amazing. And yeah, so for those who may not know, what is My Hero Academia about? Basically, we have our main protagonist, Deku, or actually named Izuku Midoriya, and basically he lives in a world where 80% of the population has quirks, which is basically superpowers. But unfortunately he was born without one, which is, you know, really unfair, because he really badly wants to be a hero. He wants to help people and stuff like that, and like he idolizes like the #1 hero, who is All Might, who basically does all of that, who is a symbol of hope, a symbol of peace, and he wants to be that. But of course, he's been told he can't do that because he don't have a quirk. But then, after all mishaps happen and all that, he actually finds a way to get a quirk. Again, I won't spoil how he gets the quirk, because that scene should be watched without knowing anything about that. But yes, so it is an amazing show. Season 4, we are on the overhaul arc. Now, I've been trying to catch up with the manga. At the moment, I'm not quite there at the overhaul, bit in the manga. I'm actually at the bit where they're at the summer camp bit. So I think I'm nearly there. I'm nearly at where we need. I'm nearly there, just not quite there yet. But I have been enjoying the overall arc, especially since my second best boy, who is Kirishima, is getting a lot of spotlight, and I freaking love it because that boy needed spotlight a lot because he's just amazing. He's definitely I'm sure you guys know that Deku is my top best boy, but Kirishima is close. Kirishima is definitely second best boy because I freaking love Kirishima. I hope to maybe cosplay Kirishima at some point, but we'll see. But yeah, and also Momo is best girl, just saying. But yeah, again, overhaul arc, so great, so freaking good. And I have been told by manga readers, well, I've seen from what manga readers have said, this is one of the best arcs, and even though it's not finished yet, I can see what they mean because damn, it is so good. But yeah, so again, my number 4 is My Hero Academia. Number 2 is The Dragon Prince. Yes, oh my god, I love The Dragon Prince. It is such an amazing show, I love it so much. So, and obviously we had season 3 that recently just came out, and oh my god, it is freaking amazing. I swear, it's one of those shows that just gets better by season. I know not a lot of people like the first season because of the animation and all that. To be fair, I didn't really think it was that bad. That's just me. But yeah, but season 3, definitely best season so far. Again, I'm not going to go into spoilers just in case you haven't watched it yet, but my god, it's so good. It is such an amazing show. Alright, but for those who don't know what The Dragon Prince is about, it's basically about, there's the kingdoms of the humans, and then there's the kingdoms of the magical people of Exadia. And there was a whole big war that went on basically about humans using magic and stuff when they really shouldn't, because the only magic that seems that humans can really do is dark magic, and basically using dark magic is obviously a no-no. And obviously then for the war, the Dragon Prince, the egg of the Dragon Prince was lost. It was said to basically that someone destroyed the egg, and obviously the king dragon died. So obviously Exadia is really mad at the human kingdoms about the whole thing what happened to the dragon egg and obviously the Dragon King. But then our 3 main heroes, Callum, who is a normal human, Ezrin, who is his stepbrother, and Rayla, who is an elf, find out that, the egg was not destroyed. So they all get together and make their way to Exadia to show the Dragon Queen that her baby no dead. It's right here, and obviously try and make peace between the humans and all the magical creatures in Exadia. And again, the way the show is written is so freaking amazing. You can definitely tell because it's actually by the people who did Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you can definitely tell, especially some of the element stuff that they have in this show, definitely reminds me quite a bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And oh my god, I absolutely love it. And it is again becoming one of my favorite shows, and again it gets better by season. And what I love is even when when people were criticizing the first season, the producer listened, which is freaking amazing. A lot of times when we have critiques about a show, the producers don't listen. They don't listen and they don't do anything about it. Voltron, what? But yeah, so And I like that. I like the fact that, you know, they're listening and they're taking the criticism and they're making it better because they want their audience to enjoy it. And I love that. I freaking think that is amazing that the producers actually listen to what we have to say about the show and, you know, take it up and make it better. So yeah. And again, I cannot wait for the next season because after that ending of season 3, oh my god. Like, I need to know what happens. Again, will not spoil, but I definitely recommend you check out The Dragon Prince. It is another show on Netflix, so go check it out. Alright, now it is time for my number 1 favorite show of 2019. And that is Guys, Gals, and Non-Binary Pals. Again, if you know that reference, we should be friends. But yeah, so number 1 is the remake of Fruits Basket. Yes, now I have talked about this show before. I've even done a review on my channel about it, and honestly, I freaking loved this. Now normally when you hear like a show of yours that you love is being remade, you know, you get scared. Like, it happens. You're like, you may even get excited and go, woo, we're getting new stuff. But at the same time you're like, I don't know if this is gonna be any good, like, what's gonna happen? But they did it justice, and I absolutely love it. And I'm so glad we're getting a season 2, just mainly because I have read the manga, and there's scenes in the manga where I'm like, I want this to be animated because I think it will look so amazing. And just the whole of season 1, even though yes, it obviously was a retelling of what happened in the first season of the original, it was still good, and we even got some new stuff that we didn't get in the first season of the original. And oh my god, it is so amazing. The animation is freaking beautiful, and I absolutely love it. I love the characters, and also Toru Honda is like so sweet and innocent, and I want to protect her at all costs. And yeah, sorry, but yeah. For those of you, again, who don't know what Fruits Basket is about, it is about a girl named Toru Honda who has not had the best life in the world. She's not, but she likes to keep a positive attitude about it. Basically, after all the circumstances she's gone through, she ends up living in a tent, basically. And one day, on her way to school, she sees a house that she didn't see before, and she was like, huh, this is weird. And she sees a guy there, and they end up talking, and then she finds out that basically the prince of her school, Yuki Soma, lives there too. Ah, what a coincidence. And then other stuff happens, and basically she ends up learning about the Soma family curse, which is if they are hugged by the opposite sex, they get turned into the animal of the Chinese zodiac, plus the cat. It is an amazing show. I absolutely love it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the original anime. There was a few things that I wasn't great about the original anime, but it has a place in my heart as one of my favorite animes. But this just like, I didn't think they could make this show better, but they did, and I love it. And again, I cannot wait for season 2. We're getting it next year in 2020, and that means it's going to be whole new stuff that we've not seen in the original anime, animated from the manga. Now, I haven't read the manga in a while, but I remember bits and pieces. And there is a scene, I'm not going to say what scene it is, because again, spoilers, but there is a scene that I have been wanting to see animated for so many years. I never thought it was going to happen. I did not think that we were ever getting a reboot of Fruits Basket, but here we are, and oh my god, I absolutely love it. And I will say, I have been only really watching the English dub, but that's only just because I'm very nostalgic of the original, because for the English dub, they actually got a lot of the old voice actors back, and I love it. Like, Laura Bailey as Toru is freaking amazing, I love it. And yeah, so yeah, I only watched it just for nostalgia reasons, but it's still a pretty good dub, and I freaking love it. It is such a great show. I really want to get, like, because I see that they have DVD for the part 1 on sale, and I'm just like, I want it. I want to own this so bad. But yeah, it is, again, it's one thing that I will, like, because I love the characters. I've always loved the characters, and weirdly enough, the new show has made me cry way more than the original, which is so weird, because I did cry quite a bit in the original anime. but I cried way more in this new one than I did, because there was just such amazing writing, amazing voice actors, amazing cast, and yeah, it is just amazing. And if you have not seen it yet, I highly recommend it. If you want to, you can go back to watch the original. Like, I won't say that you, like if you want to, but I will say you don't need to watch the original to enjoy this one, because I have been watching a lot of people who reviewed it who've never seen the original and they still enjoy it as well. So you do not have to see the original if you don't want to, but I again highly recommend this remake because it is so good. Okay, so that is my top 5 shows that I watched in 2019. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more fandom content than you can shake a stick at.